Putting on a new school uniform feels like dressing in someone else's clothes. The artificial smell of generic detergent invades my nose. But to the feeling of fresh clothes against my back is a good one, a natural one. It feels like a school uniform, as it should, not just much different from what I used to wear before. What goes for other things? That goes for other things too. So far, this place seems more like a normal school, more or less like a normal school, except for the people. I think back to my talk with Kenji yesterday. Misha's constant laughter and Suzune's sweeping sign language gestures. Well, I've only met 3 students so far. Maybe they aren't that normal, but I'm sure others are. Or perhaps, people like them, what passes for normal around here. Yeah, what does pass for normal around here? What do people do? I didn't see a lot of kids hanging around after classes yesterday, so maybe there are some clubs. So, I wonder if I should join one. All through class, the question remains on my mind, so I decide to ask Suzune about it when we split into groups. After all, she did say if I had anything I wanted to know, I should ask her. She crossed her arms and shifted her gaze slowly to Misha, who looked more preoccupied with trying to grind the eraser of her pencil down so that the top is perfectly and evenly flat. Okay. Sorry, Shi-chan. Is there something you wanted from me? Oh, I see. That's a good question, Shi-chan. My first thought is that means she doesn't know, which is worrying. Maybe I'm being too negative. Well, anyway, Misa, please don't prove me right. Oh, that's right. Everyone is encouraged to join a club. A lot of people do so because there isn't really anything else to do. There are also school events like festival coming up in a few days. Almost every student in the school tends to help out with it, doing whatever. So, you actually transfer in a busy time. Maybe you can help out too. Sure. What's the festival about? Misa freezes. I don't know, John. The truth is, it's the local event. I'm not from this area, so... She started signing desperately to Suzune, asking her to bail her out. Suzune adjusts her glasses at the end of an oddly grandiose flourish of starts signing hard and heavy. This is where you don't put things that people don't know. Huh? Oh. Who cares? Misa puffs out her chest as she shouts Misa's word out at me with a disproportionate amount of pride. Too loud. I can see heads turning to look in our direction. Not so loud. Human beings evolve with each new generation. The ideal and belief behind the festival will inevitably change with time. Now is about delicious fried food and amusing little games that you play to win prizes. The teacher clears his throat very loudly, battling his long wooden pointer against his other palm like a baton. He shoots a pointed gaze at us. Finally noticing where we are, Misa stifles a yelp and quickly quiets down. Suzune doesn't seem embarrassed at all, though brushing it off without a care. We are in the middle of class and should start working. That's right, Shi-chan. What? That's right? He-chan, are you asking because you're interested in joining a club? It could have been my eyes playing tricks on me, but I think I saw a suspicious glance exchanged between them. Misa's tone has also changed, although it does that very other word anyways. Yeah, I was thinking about it. Misa and Suzune looked at each other again. I'm about to ask what they have in mind when something dark flutters in my peripheral vision, catching my attention. Out of the corner of my eye, I see the girl with long dark hair get up from her desk and slip silently towards the door. It doesn't seem like she was working in any group, and no one seemed to notice her but me. I glanced at the teacher who's also looking at the dark-haired girl. Go. Why doesn't he say anything? Hee-chan, is something wrong? Do I look as uneasy as I feel? Or was Misa just looking at after the girl who left? No, nothing. Okay. Well, like we were asking, do you have any plans for lunch today? Do you? I thought I would go to the library and pick up some books. Not really. Do you want to have lunch together then? Sure. Yay! Okay, Hee-chan. Perfect! The rest of class passed uneventfully. The girls with long hair never came back. Before I have the time to put any more thought into where she could have gone, the teacher informed us that it's time to stop working. Suzune looked more than a little annoyed that we only just barely managed to finish all of our work on time. I'm just glad we finished it at all. It's not a contest or anything. Yeah, it's Hee-chan. Yes, it is Hee-chan. Impossible. Really? Really. I've noticed this before, but it's kind of funny how Misa is always moving her hands and signing not only everything she says, but what anyone else is saying at any given time. Obviously, it must be so Suzune can understand it. Her eyes dart back and forth between Misa's hands and me. I don't know who I'm supposed to be looking at. I'm talking to Misa, but I might be wrong. Maybe I should face Suzune. I'm used to looking in the direction of the person whose voice I'm hearing, but really,